everyone, Catweazle here. Welcome back to Shadows of Brimstone, Night of the Dead. Okay, where we left it last time, we just defeated all the corpse pile and the 11 hungry dead that were in the boiler room. And now we're going to be heading off this way. So let's start by holding back the darkness. An 8 is good enough. Right, first up then is Cade with his movement. Another 1. But it does get him off this tile. And he does get another go because he's up to 2 grit. I did miss a couple of grits and a couple of experience points and whatnot. But I've caught those and they're all up to date, the characters now. So he's got 2 grit, Cade, which means he can immediately use the grit he's just got in rolling again. And he gets a 6. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. He's not going to look through, he's going to scavenge. And he scavenges. Let's see what he gets. Nothing here, but for Cade, because he's got the Jack of Hearts, that'll be $25 and 10 XP. $25 and 10 XP. Hey. And we'll move that scavenge token there. We can now get rid of the suffocating mist because we're not going to go back that way. And we can get rid of the entrance tile. So we'll move that back up there. In fact, let us do that. Leave the scavenge token there so we know that's the way out. Right, so next up to move is Running Bear. It's a 5. Obviously he's just going to move 1 and he is going to look through. So map deck. Whoop. And we get the waterfall room, which will be going in that direction. And what we'll do is I'll just go and get that, won't be a second. And there we are, there's the waterfall room. Okie dokie. We need an exploration token. We'll go on there. And we just need to finish off the turn before we flip that, which means Mort has to move. We'll just see if he gets a grit or not. First, it's a 2. He'll just move up 1. So he's there. So we'll flip the exploration token. Got a clue icon, but it doesn't matter. We've got a single encounter. We've got 3 exits. 1, 2, 3. So no end caps to put on. And an encounter. Ooh, deck track goes up. Down to 14. Encounter. And we get a lucky find. The room is filled with broken trinkets and rusty scraps. There may be something useful under all this if you can find it. Luck 6+. Any hero that passes the test may draw a loot card. Okay. Right, so Cade to look first. His luck is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and he doesn't do it. He's just going to grit that, because he's our best chance. He's our best chance of finding stuff. So he's going to grit that and see if he can do it this time. Come on, Cade. No, this is unlike Cade. So he's wasted a grit and he hasn't found anything. Next up is Running Bear, who has a luck of 2. And he doesn't do it either. And our final is Mort, who has a luck of 3. And he does it, thankfully. Whew. So let's have a look at the card. Any hero that passes the test may draw a loot card. If no hero passes the test, your luck has run out and we'd have been ambushed. But thankfully, our luck did hold out, and that means that Mort gets a loot card. Oh, and because he's got a loot card, because of his cigarette personal item, this was one of the things I forgot last time, then remembered, he does get a grit. Because every time he gets a loot card or a scavenge card, he gets a grit. So he's up to 3 grit now. The loot he finds is gold nuggets, D6 times 50. So he gets 200. $200 for Mort. Okay. Alright, so that's the encounter done, and now we can move on to populating the room with corpse piles. First thing we do is roll a d6. Oh, it's green dice. 5. Oh. Right, 3 corpse piles. That isn't good. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and we've got a peril dice of Hungry Dead. 3 Hungry Dead. So 1, 2, 3. There we are. Obviously the big problem are these guys, and now we've got to find what their elite abilities are. So let's roll for the corpse piles. They've got 5 and 4. So let's dig those out. There's a 5, there's a 4. So in addition to all the normal abilities for a corpse pile, such as spawning and being immobile and fear, they've got 5 squirming pile again. They now spawn a Hungry Dead on the roll of a 3+, and they've got +1 defense because of bloated remains. So the defense is 3 and they spawn on a 3+. Right, let's see what the Hungry Dead get. They get a 1 and a 3. A 1 and a 3. There we go. Which is, as well as their fear activating adjacent to them, we get 1, they are bloated, which is +2 health, so they're 3 health now. And 3 means they're recently dead. They move 3 and their initiative is 3, which is bad because 1, 2, 3 they can get right up to us. Okay, so that's them all set up and ready to go. But we have Cade. What does Cade do? Cade has quick draw. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of turn sequence. Yes, 2 6s, that's what we wanted. So 2 6s, but they have got +2 health now, so we're going to have to roll. It's not an auto kill, and the 5 will go on this one. We won't bother re-rolling these two. Let's just see if we can kill these guys. Okay, so Mr. Undead Prospector, he's got no defense now, and we need a 2 or better because we've got Darkstone bullets. We get a 3, that's good enough. So he's gone. Again, that's 30 XP because we have 2 elite abilities. So 20 plus 2 5s is 30. Right, this guy, 3 or better again. 6, easy. We get rid of him, and that's another 30. 2 3, and final one. Gets the full defense of 4, and it's got +2 health, so we can't kill it outright because, oh yes we can, on a 6 because we've got Darkstone bullets, but we need 3 or better to put a wound on. We get a 4, we're going to use another Deadeye shot, which will make it up to a 6, and that will be enough to kill it. So that's another 30. 2 3. All that means is anything, they can't get up to us now. That's the reason why I used my Deadeye shot there. I just didn't want anything getting up to us and having to deal with fear activations or anything like that. Right, so that's the end of Cade's quick draw, and it's now holding back the darkness. A 9 is good enough. We've held back the darkness. Cade's going to roll for movement. He gets a 2. He's going to move in, so he's going to go 1, 2. Or yeah, he is going to move in 2. I want to get somebody right in the middle of the here. It will mean we'll have to fear activate and stuff, but no matter how many hungry dead they pile out, it means we will always be able to shoot at these because they'll be adjacent. So anyway, that's 1 2. Let's see if you can put some hits on them anyway. 1 2 3 4 5. Trusty pistol. Cool. So he gets 4 hits and 1 miss. Right, let's see what he needs for the corpse piles. They've got +1 defense, but we can ignore that because of Darkstone bullets, so the defense is 2. The squirming piles, so, and that doesn't kick in till they start spawning. So it's just a +1 defense. The down to that defense 3 down to 2 because of Darkstone bullets, and the health is 6. So I'm going to use 2 dice on this top one here. Anything over a 2 we'll put wounds on. So that's 1 wound, and 4 is 5 wounds out of 6. That's 5 wounds out of 6. I'm not going to use a Deadeye shot. The reason for that is we have got these 2 chaps coming up next. These obviously have a really rubbish initiative, so we should be able to get a few more attacks in. Right, he's got 2 left. He's going to do these 2 on 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 on this guy here. This corpse pile, same deal. Anything over a 2 is a wound, and 11, that is more than enough. He's got 3 plus 4, that's 7. So we have got rid of this corpse pile. Let's do our adding up. there were 2 hits on that for 5 wounds. So that was 2 20s is 40. This is because of the elite abilities. That's 40 plus 5 times 5 is 25, so that's 65. That's, well, yeah, it was 65 for that. The one that we killed was 2 hits, so that was 42, so that's 105. And we got 6 hits, which is another 30, so 135 altogether for Cade's hits. Right, so that's Cade who has gone. Next up is Running Bear. He's got a 5, which is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's right in the middle of these. So even if one does get to spawn, then what's going to happen is he can still target these 2 corpse piles. Right, what's he going to do? He's going to use his carbine. And he only gets 1 hit. Right, so he gets a 5. He's going to use a grit on the other 2. And he gets exactly the same again. Rubbish. Right, I don't know why I grit to hit rolls. I always seem to get exactly the same thing I got the time before. Right, so he's got 1 hit. He's going to do it on the wounded one. And it's got a defense of 4, but its health is 3. He's got Darkstone bullets, so anything over a 3. That puts 2 on it. It already had 5 wounds, so he has killed it. He gets 1 hit for 20 that caused damage, plus 1 wound, so that's 25. Right. Next up is Mort. And he rolls a 3, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3. And obviously he's going to target the corpse pile. So he's got his Peacekeeper pistol, 3 shots. 2 6s. Yes. That's what we like to see. 2 6s, 2 criticals. Forget about the defense, which is 2. In fact, I think for that, I gave it the defence of the Hungry Dead, didn't I? It didn't matter, we still managed to kill it. But he didn't have to roll as high as he did, Running Bear. The defence is 3, but we can ignore that. It's got a health of... yeah, it's still got a health of 6. So we need to get over 6 with these 2. And he gets 8. So we got rid of the last corpse pile, which is, he hit it twice, so that's 40 XP, and he got 30 XP in wounds, because it needed 6 wounds, so that is a grand total of 70. XP for Mort. On his player tray. Okay, right, that is it. And we have defeated 3 corpse piles and 3 hungry dead. So we're now up to 4 corpse piles. We're a third of the way through on our second room. That was okay. Again, pretty lucky. We didn't get anything in the encounter. We didn't get an additional threat or anything on the exploration token, so meant we were able to get into the corpse piles quickly and get rid. Okie dokie. Right, let's roll for catching our breath. Cade doesn't need any sort of healing, so he's going to take a grit instead. So he takes a grit, he's up to 2 grit. Running Bear, I think he's in exactly the same boat. Yes, he's all healed up, so he's going to take a grit. He's back up to 2 grit now. The only person who needs to roll is Mort, who has 14 out of 16 sanity at the moment. He rolls a 3, so he can get those 2 sanity back, so he's back up to full sanity now. Excellent. And we get a loot card each. No, we don't get a loot card, do we? I don't think we get a loot card because these were just in the room. I'm not too sure about that. Hang on, let me check. No, it doesn't say. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to draw a loot card. It doesn't say there is one. It doesn't say there isn't one. But I'm not going to draw a loot card. So that's 2 lots of loot cards that I haven't drawn. If somebody does come back and say, of course you draw loot cards, idiot, then I will draw the loot cards at the end of the mission or something. But I can't see anywhere that we draw a loot card for killing the corpse piles and hungry dead that come with the room, as it were. Right, oh, so that's the end of that round. So next up, hold back the darkness. Double 2s. Oh, bad news. Dark Dread. Things are looking more bleak by the moment. Draw a Growing Dread card to add to the stack. Well, we'd be automatically showing this card because of the nature of the mission. But I believe we all have a grit. We do. So whatever it is, we're going to cancel it. Stench beyond reason. The air turns sour in your mouth and your nostrils burn as you gasp for breath. The stench of rotting death and pain is overwhelming. Every hero takes 2 horror hits. For each willpower save failed, the hero also takes D6 wounds with no defence as they vomit uncontrollably. Except we don't. Because we're not having it. We are going to each spend a grit and get rid of it. Okay. Right. So we've got rid of that. Because it was a double, the darkness track doesn't go up. And it's now Cade's go. He rolls a 1 again. He does get that grit back though, but he'll move there. Right. Will he scavenge? Of course he'll scavenge. He loves scavenging. But not this time. Okay, Running Bear. He rolls a 6, which is really a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to scavenge. Is he? No, he isn't. He is going to look through. The big room. Right, I'll go and get the big room and sort that out. Won't be a minute. Okay, welcome back. There we go. There's the big room. Right, so it needs an exploration token on it. There we go. And last thing is for Mort to do his movement. Gets a 5. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Block off the entrance. And that is it. So let's flip the exploration token. We get an attack. Clue icon, not important. There are 2 exits. So let's find which exit is blocked off. Number 1, which is this one up here. We'll get an end cap. So that one's blocked off. Can now get rid of that. Right, so we've got an attack, and we've sorted out the two exits. So the attack's going to be a medium threat. I'll do the pile of bodies first, because that's bound to have corpse piles in, which will go the furthest away. So for that we roll a d6. 1. Whew. So we only got 1 corpse pile. Right, so put that there. And we get a P dice of hungry dead. 4 hungry dead. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, and then we've got the attack, which will be a medium threat. Ooh, I forgot to shuffle back in the... Oh no, that's an epic threat. It's a harbinger from last turn. Get rid of that. The void spiders need shuffling back in from last time. Oh, of course we don't get... Oh, it's just double P dice of hungry dead, isn't it? Oh! So we get another double P dice of hungry dead. 7. Oh. Right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So again, we've just got 1 hungry dead left. Right, in the reserve. So let's find out what the abilities are. The elite abilities for the corpse pile are a 1 and a 2. That's the 1 and a 2. That is a heaping pile, so it gets plus 4 health, so it's now at 10 health. An unholy stench. Fear plus 1 is unspeakable terror 2. Any hero starting on the same or adjacent map tile automatically takes 2 horror hits. So we will all take 2 horror hits when we activate, which is a pain. And the Hungry Dead special abilities, elite abilities, sorry, a 4 and a 2. So that's a 4 and a 2. Which are resilient, the plus 1 defense, and they get plus 2 combat. So they've got a combat of 3, and they've got an extra defense as well, which is 5 defense. These guys are going to be tough, 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 and there are a lot of them. Might have to use some dynamite. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there just before the fight begins. Next up will be Cade. Well, in fact, I'll do Cade's quick draw, and then we'll leave it at when we have to roll to hold back the darkness. Yeah, that seems best. Otherwise, I might forget to do his quick draw. Right, come on, Cade. Yes, 2 6s. That's what we like. So we'll get these guys right at the front. Another one there. And we'll get this chap. Yeah, I think you can see her from there. I think. Possibly not. So he'll just do it on that one. Right. We won't bother redoing that. So the 2 6s ignore defense, which is good because they've got a defense of 5. And they've got plus 2 combat on the other, so they're still 1 health. So these are auto kills because they ignored the defense. So that is excellent, and it is also 60 XP. Right, the 5 here. They have got a defense of 5, and that basically means he's got to roll a 1 or a 2, sorry, a 5 or a 6 The defence is 5, but he's got Darkstone bullets, which is back to 4. So a 5 or a 6 will cause 1 wound or more. A 3. Yeah, I'm going to use a Deadeye shot. That will take it up to 5 damage, which is enough. So we'll get rid of that. That's another 30. And the last one is here. This one, again, we need a 5 or a 6. A 6. Cool. So he's got rid of 4 off the bat. Good stuff from Cade. Another 30 XP. 2, 3. Good stuff, good stuff. Right, so there we are. He's out of turn sequence, quick draw. Now we're back to normal. So we'll start next time with a normal, hold back the darkness roll, and then we'll get into the rest of the combat. Okay, well, we seem to be cracking on a bit this turn. Again, bit lucky. We didn't get too many enemies in the waterfall room, and in this room, though we got a lot of hungry dead, we've only got 1 corpse pile. The real test will come when we've got a lot of hungry dead and a lot of corpse piles, I think. But as it stands at the moment, we're not doing too badly. Right, well, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for the subscriptions. Thank you for all the views and the comments. Very much appreciated. I hope you join me next time for the next instalment of Shadows of Brimstone, Night of the Dead. Until then, this is me, Catweazle, signing off. Toodaloo.